Hey everybody, it's Sharmel. Welcome back to my channel. So today I am back with a hair video and I'm going to show you guys how I installed this gorgeous unit. I absolutely love the way that this look came out. It's so natural and effortless, so let's get right into it.
The sun shines in all of my glory. My flaws don't look so bad at all. What was I so afraid of?
So today's video is in collaboration with Alipearl, and let me just say, I've been out the wig game for a minute, but the packaging has come a long way. I was so surprised when it came in this little box, but they give you a bunch of like the standard goodies: lashes, wig caps, edge brush, a little headband, and they sent me over this 22-inch kinky straight vpart wig. And here is what the construction of the cap looks like. So it has about 5 clips around the parting area to make installation real easy to snap on. It also has some combs in the back and some combs along the side near the ear tabs, and there's also 2 adjustable bands so you can get the perfect fit. And straight out of the pack, the hair was super soft, and I love that it was very thick and full, and it was thick from the roots all the way to the ends. And here is what my base is looking like. I decided to install this as a side part, but it's really simple. I just have some braids going back and then an anchor braid around the perimeter, and this is how much hair I left out. So prior to installing, I did go ahead and shampoo and condition the wig off camera, and then I let it air dry overnight, and this is how it looked the next day. I also decided to cut the clips out. So this wig is constructed to just be able to throw on and wear, but when I tried it on with the clips, it really wasn't that comfortable. So I cut them out, and I'm going to just sew this on like I used to do back in the day when I used to make my own U-part wigs. So I'm just lining it up along my anchor braid, and then I'm gonna go in with a needle and thread and just sew it down. So yeah, I'm just doing a basic stitch along my anchor braid, and I sew along the part all the way down the front side of my head and all the way to the back so that it's secure along all sides. And here is how the wig looks after it's been sewn down. I did have a little bunching in the back of my part because the wig was kind of big, so I will probably have to cut it a little bit and adjust it the next time I install it. Now I'm going to move on to blending my leave out. So I'm just taking down those twists that I had in, and to be quite honest, I really didn't have to do that much work to blend my leave out. I am just combing it into the U part, but prior to installing, I just blow dried my hair, and it blended good just with my hair being blown out. Like, I was really surprised. And because this is such a textured style, I also didn't have to leave out that much hair for my leave out, and you guys can see it blends really good. You can't see any tracks. And initially I just knew that I was gonna go in and just press this out right away before installing it, but once it was installed, I actually kind of liked it in this blown out state, and I actually wore it really natural like this for the first couple of days. But yeah, I did want to show you guys how it looks kind of pressed out, just in case you don't like the full fluffy look, and just to show you how much range and versatility this texture has. So I'm just pinning the hair out of the way so we can get started. So first I'm gonna go in with this BioSilk Silk Therapy, and I'm gonna just take a little drop of that and rake it through the hair from the root all the way to the end. If you're interested in purchasing this, I will have it linked down in the description box. But now I'm gonna go in with my Baby Bliss Titanium flat iron, and I'm just going to flat iron the hair using the chase method. Now I was using like small to medium-ish size sections. I do recommend taking smaller sections depending on like how silked out you want this hair, but the hair is really thick and full, so I do recommend using smaller sections to flat iron it. And this is how it looks after just one pass with the flat iron. I personally think it straightens really well. Now, what I will say, if you are looking for like that super silky, sleek look, you are not gonna get it with this hair. This hair is very textured, so you're gonna get it straight, but it's going to be a textured straight. It's not going to be silky once you straighten it. This hair is meant to mimic like a blown out type 4 hair. This is not meant to be super sleek or straight, but I personally think that is still beautiful. And here is just a comparison of how it looks like with the side that's been flat iron versus the side that hasn't been flat iron. Like I said, it's straight, but it's still textured. The side that I haven't flat ironed yet, it's still really thick and kind of fluffy and full. But overall, y'all, I was very impressed and satisfied with this hair. Like, I used to have such a love-hate relationship with kinky straight hair. Like, I wanted to love it, but all kinky straight hair is not made the same. I remember trying some kinky straight hair in the past, and it had like that crimped look kind of at the roots of the hair, and then the ends were kind of like a stringy straight texture. And this was with multiple brands and companies that I had tried kinky straight hair with. But this wig, like I said, I am really impressed. It does have a few areas that almost look crimped, but the overall texture is like, it's more of like a yucky-ish texture. It really just looks like blown out hair. Like, I can't explain it any other way than looking like blown out hair. And it's super soft, and it blended with my leave out so good. And I can appreciate how far we've come in the hair and wig industry when it comes to like closures and frontals and stuff like that, but I feel like nothing will ever hit as hard as leave out. And being natural, you guys know it's hard to find quality hair that mimics your natural hair texture. So I love that I can throw this wig on my hair. I don't have to flat iron my hair if I don't want to, and it still blends just fine. And here is how the wig looks after it's all been flat ironed. I think it looks really good. Again, not super silky, but it's definitely straighter. And now I'm just gonna add a couple of layers to it. I didn't want to go layer crazy, but I did just do a couple face framing layers. And then I also went in and trimmed the ends. I went ahead and just did like a blunt cut straight across, took off a couple of inches. I love doing this to my wigs and weaves. I feel like it just makes it look more natural. It makes it look healthier. It just makes it look more styled when you give the hair a good trim. And then afterwards, I also went back in with my flat iron and just kind of bumped the ends. And I feel like that looks so good. It's just giving like black girl in the 90s with a good press. You know how they used to wear their hair back then? That's what it was giving to me. And lastly, I'm just going to do a light flat iron on my leave out. So I'm just going to detangle it first, and then I'm going to go in with some of that bio silk and run it and rake it through my leave out. I'm also going to turn down the heat on my flat irons. I turned it down to a 350. One of the things I'm practicing with my natural hair this time around, since I combed out my locks, is I'm working on reducing the heat. Back in the day, I used to blow dry and flat iron my hair on really high heat, but I don't do that anymore. So yeah, I turned down the heat. It's smoking a little bit because of the bio silk, but it's not that hot. I also used the chase method, and I only did one pass because the hair is so textured. You don't have to worry about trying to get your hair super sleek or straight. I also didn't really care about my roots being not as straight. Like, usually I would go in with like my smaller flat iron to get my roots really good, but honestly I just felt like it was a waste of time. One good pass with that flat iron was good enough, and look how good that blends, y'all. So I've had this hair installed for about 5 days now, and this is the only time I put heat on my hair. Usually when you do leave out, I feel like you be putting heat on your hair every day, but I haven't had to do that. This was the only time, and my leave out still looks really good. I just pretty much just brush it or comb it into place. Again, the hair is so textured that it doesn't really require me to have to put heat on my hair all the time because my hair just blends with it naturally. So lastly, I'm just gonna go in with my edge control. This is my Style Factor edge booster. You guys should already know, and I'm just going to do my edges to my liking for my little finishing touches, and that was it. I don't know how many times I can say it, but I really love this look. I think it turned out so good. It looks so natural. It has been so effortless and easy to maintain. I just tie it down with the scarf at night and put it in a bonnet, and the next day I just comb it out, and that's all I really have to do to maintain the hair. I did put some curls in it. I didn't film it, but I will do an updated video showing you guys how I curl it. Again, this is a kinky straight vpart wig from Alipearl. It is in 22 inches. I will have all the details about this wig and the hair company listed down in the description box if you are interested in purchasing. But thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on all of my social media platforms, and I will see you beautiful people in my next video. Bye.